Hi everyone, I'm News 6 meteorologist Michelle Morgan with the latest on what's happening in the tropics. So things are beginning to get busy. Watching two spots, Invest 96L and Invest 97L. Now the National Hurricane Center came out with their latest tropical outlook, the ADM outlook, and let's get right into it. So taking a better look at what's going on here, we are looking at Invest 96L, which has a 10% chance for tropical development in the next 2 days and a 20% chance in the next several days. But keeping a closer eye at Invest 97L, this big tropical wave that just emerged off the coast of Africa, and it is looking pretty healthy on satellite imagery. All of those thunderstorms really trying to organize at the moment, and the National Hurricane Center has now placed a 30% chance for tropical formation in the next 2 days, and then 80% in the next 7 days in this highlighted red area. So that is the development area. That's the thinking where it will try or could try to organize as we go through that time frame. So basically this upcoming work week. Now, taking a better look at it, now a tropical depression could likely form by mid or late week. And again, it's looking healthy enough for that to happen. The water is super warm. There is a little bit of Saharan dust in the atmosphere, so it's going to have to fight that a little bit, but conditions appear favorable for tropical organization as we go through the week. Now, the plume of Saharan dust is expected to linger over the tropical Atlantic as we go through the entire week. So it's going to be really interesting to see how fast this particular system is going to try to organize. I do want to show you the latest spaghetti plots, the tropical models, and really good consensus taking the center of this system through the eastern and central Atlantic as we go through the work week, keeping the center north of the Caribbean islands. So this is Invest 97L and Invest 96L. It is super messy, and you can see the spaghetti plots. They're all over the place, and we have one outlier taking the center of the system a little bit closer to the United States, but nonetheless, I don't think this is going to do much. Slow development is possible, but it is moving over, or it's expected to move over, cooler Atlantic waters, and it's still fighting that Saharan dust. All of those factors, it really inhibits any tropical formation. Now let's go ahead and talk about the steering pattern. So this is the GFS model. There's an area of high pressure that is over the central Atlantic, and it's going to help steer this system as it continues to move eastward. So you can see that a low pressure system is trying to develop south of that area of high pressure, and it's going to continue that westward movement according to this model. Fast forwarding things as we head into the upcoming weekend, it does show a turn. Now, take this with a grain of salt. We are 7 to 8 days out. This is next weekend. So long range models tend to change because the atmospheric environment is always changing. But this particular model is showing a turn as we head into Sunday and Monday, completely missing the United States. So this is the latest information, the latest data from the GFS. And of course, we'll continue to watch things as things evolve. Now, looking at the sea surface temperatures, the water, super warm. We're looking at lower to middle 80s. And when we're talking about the sea surface temperatures, that is the fuel for tropical systems to organize. So the sea surface temperatures are definitely warm enough to support any tropical formation as we go through the week. Now, we have already had Andrea, Barry, Chantal, and Dexter, which all were tropical storms. Now, if the system becomes a storm, Erin is next on the list, and if it gets strong enough and becomes a hurricane, it will be the first hurricane of the Atlantic hurricane season. So there's the latest on the thinking from the National Hurricane Center. Of course, we'll continue to update you as the information becomes available, but of course, you can download our News 6 weather app. It's free. We're always updating it. Have a good day, everyone.